So it's been 1 year since I moved into my home that we talked about on previous episodes.
Yeah.
And there's like so much you learn in the first year of home buying.
And it's
Home
really,
ownership.
it's the way that we started this podcast was with the last purchase that you had. And
Right.
we were like, oh, well, we should do a podcast. It's amazing, right? I mean,
Yes.
we haven't quite been doing the podcast for a year.
Right.
But the home that precipitated and started this, that's what started us on this journey.
Yeah.
So tell me about your first year.
So hindsight, I kind of wish we would have done a home inspection. What appeared fine, we have like part of our deck is completely rotted, so that's going to cost us money. And we're now in the process of like adding extras to our home. So we've gotten quotes for like lighting outside because we have, this beautiful house and in the dark you can't see it. We are adding a fence. We're adding landscaping because right now on the one side of our house you can see the foundation and it would just look better with the landscaping. We're looking at adding an irrigation system because right now with the drought we have completely dead grass.
As does everybody.
Yeah, well, except my neighbor. I'm either convinced that he waters his lawn a lot or he paints it green at night.
Yeah, there's the random few who have the nice green grass and everybody else is
Right.
whittled away. So
Yeah, and some of my neighbors are like, yeah, I have an irrigation system, but it's so expensive to run it that, we just don't right now.
well, and some places have put stops on any of that exterior watering and everything for
Oh, yeah.
miscellaneous. So I think that would be a great purpose of collecting rainwater and using for your exterior watering and everything like that. But we haven't had rain.
Right.
Like we just had rain yesterday, the first time in a month.
Yeah.
So you can't collect rainwater if there isn't any rainwater.
Right, and we've added a hot tub since we moved in, and I decided yesterday to start cleaning it, like drain it for the first time and, clean it or whatever right as it starts raining. So
Of course.
I'm like, what?
So let's go back to what you said, because we went into the contract and we went in all the way. Like we did it without doing an
we
inspection.
had a home inspection in there that we could do. We just didn't feel that it was necessary at the time.
Right.
And there hasn't been anything like major.
Right.
Our HVAC system hasn't gone out. There hasn't been plumbing.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, right. However, there's just some stuff where if we would have known about it, maybe we wouldn't have given so much over asking.
Right.
Because, my deck, there's 2 places where people could fall through.
Right.
So we've had to replace those boards.
Right.
Just as a temporary Band-Aid to when we actually have to redo the entire thing. And when we pulled those boards up, that's when we found it's rotted underneath and supported. Whether the previous homeowners knew it or not, I don't know.
Right.
But, they say the first year is the hardest in home ownership, where our garage door opener went out. And even though we had basically new appliances, and I'm saying that because it still had the plastic on the front, the ice maker went out during a power outage. So, things like that we've been able to use the home warranty for.
Yeah.
And the deck is really like
The sticking point.
yeah.
Well, and again, there's always going to be something in owning a home, which is why some people choose to not own a home. They just want to rent it, and if something goes wrong, they call a landlord. Well, guess what? Sometimes the landlord isn't quick to respond, or they're like, yeah, well, that's really not something I'm going to fix, or, So I don't think there's a guarantee in anything that you do.
Yeah.
And in the greater scheme of things, taking the chance of not doing a home inspection and not having anything structurally wrong, crazy go where you're $30,000 out of pocket in the first month, we'll take that as a win.
Yeah, I agree.
The deck is definitely one of those things. Like you said, could we have negotiated? Had we waited a month, could we negotiated more? Well, how many homes did we miss out on? And that's the problem, is that just like sometimes I see that airfare going to that place where I would really like to visit, and it's like, wow, it's only what? It's only $420? I could do that. And the next time I go in there, it's $1,200. I'm like, what? I should have bought it when I saw it at 420.
Yeah.
You're always going to find something that you can kick yourself over.
Right.
And if we're kicking over the deck, then I'm going to say we're okay with that.
Yeah. But so over the last year, I have enjoyed decorating each room.
Yes.
And I finally finished my dining room.
Yes.
And so that was kind of the last room upstairs. We've one of the sticking points on buying this home was one of our bedrooms was a double door because they used it as an office, and it had glass doors.
Yes.
We finally got somebody in, and we did a like smaller panel and then a regular bedroom door, and that looks great.
Nice.
We added one of the closets in the bedroom didn't have doors on it, which I thought was weird. Like, I want to be able to put everything in the closet, shut the door,
Keep it closed.
Yeah. And I guess that's a new trend.
Yes.
That it's open. Yeah. I don't like it, but we installed a barn door, but it kind of moves like that.
Oh, okay. So it's a bifold door.
Yeah, bifold door. And we were able to put that in, and it looks great. So
nice.
That room's done. And now I've kind of like worked all the way down to the unfinished area of the house and the storage, and like getting that completely done,
organized, and all of that good stuff. I mean, that's pretty good progress in the course of a year, to be able to go through each of the rooms and personalize and get it decorated, livable for what your needs are.
Yeah.
Because again, a lot of the times in some of the spaces, you don't even know really what you're going to use it for until you're in it.
Yep.
So.
And some of our stuff has changed. Like we thought that the area where we have a pool table was going to be like the playroom for the kids, and then we had to kind of pivot. And we created like a temporary wall in one of the rooms and made the front part of that room like a playroom. So what our vision was going in is not what our vision was actually in reality turned out to be. Yeah. Right now, I finally figured out how to decorate in the pool room. I have this little alcove, and I found this couch that I absolutely loved, and it comes in 4 different pieces, and I bought 2 of them, and then the middle 2 pieces went discontinued.
What?
Yes. So the last 48 hours, I've ordered the middle 2 pieces from 4 different companies, and all of them have been canceled.
Oh, wow.
So I'm trying to find these 2 middle pieces of this couch, and then that will be done. So I'm literally down to the last little bit of decorating in this home.
Wow. Well, I can't wait to see it as all finished and lived in, enjoyed. That's the thing. You still love it.
Yes, we do. We love it. We love the neighborhood. We were even talking about doing like a neighborhood get together because we've been there a year, so we know that somebody doesn't already do that, and we have the perfect area too.
Awesome.
Yeah,
well, I think that's great.
Yep.
Well, congratulations again, and continued success and happiness in the new home. And
thank you. And it's always great to hear when the home turned out to be what they wanted and more.
Yes.
From a buyer.
Yes, absolutely. Makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing. Thanks for joining us today on the Realty Podcast. If you enjoyed the knowledge and entertainment today, please subscribe and share with your friends. We will be embarking on a journey that bridges the gap between realtors and clients, uncovering the heart and tea of real estate.